Next week marks the beginning of the 2019 school year. And with the beginning of the school year marks the beginning of seeing those big yellow buses all over our roadways, especially during our morning commute and our afternoon driving. So as those school buses are filling up our roads, I wanted to take a minute to go over some information regarding when you should stop for a bus who's coming to a halt to let students on or off the bus, especially on a roadway that has many lanes of traffic. I've noticed on my commutes in and out of the city that when I'm on one of those roads and I pass a school bus or I come up to a school bus that's coming to a stop, that the drivers going the opposite direction often are confused. They'll slow and just kind of, based on what other vehicles are doing around them, that will determine whether or not they stop. So we want to make sure we get that information out there so there's a clear understanding of what you should or shouldn't do. So there's a couple different scenarios. Scenario 1. There's a roadway with, let's say, 2 lanes of traffic in each direction and a divided median with a raised curb. So you have a curb, grass, trees. If it's a clear raised median, you don't have to stop if you're going in the opposite direction of travel. Okay, let me say that again. If there's a raised median, you do not need to stop if you're going in the opposite direction of travel. Easy enough, right? Now, let's go with scenario 2. There is a median, but there's no curb. So maybe you just see a grassy area that is the same, it's flush, the same level as the roadway. That needs to be 5 feet or more, or else you have to stop. So it's 5 feet or less, you need to stop for the bus. So if it's flush, no raised barrier, no curb, it needs to be more than 5 feet or you need to stop. Okay? The next scenario is, let's say there's that raised curb, that raised median that's clear, but every so often there is no median where cars use that area to turn left or right. If the bus stops in that area where there's no raised median, so like in that turn area but on the opposite side of the road, you still need to stop. Most of the time the buses will try to stop prior to that where there is a curb, but if they do stop in the middle of that area where there's a turn lane and there's no raised median in that section of the roadway, you need to stop even if you're going in the opposite direction. Okay? And last but not least, pretty simple one, when you have a physical barrier. So let's say a metal barrier in the median dividing the 2 directions of travel, you do not have to stop. The penalty for violating any of these is a moving violation, so we want to make sure that 1, you guys are safe so you don't get a ticket, but 2, and most importantly, our children are safe out there on the roadways. So hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section and we'll be sure to answer them. Good luck and have a happy and safe start to the new school year.